gonna use 2 branches, twigs, I don't know, 2 things of rosemary in the pot. It is so freaking good. Is it okay if I say it's a 10 out of 10? Because I would eat this every single day. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Tonight, it is only me, unfortunately, very sad and solo. Eldon is actually sleeping because it is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm finally ready to start cooking. Shout out to you guys that were on my IG live earlier. I cut and prepped everything like literally 3 hours ago now. Do you know that the middle is the sweet part? So if you like cut all the outside, you get like the middle string and it's sweet. Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Well, this one you can't cut like that. You have to go like this.
Try to go fast.
Bitch, this shit will literally slice my finger off in 0 seconds. This shit is sharp. Eldon forged this knife. He made it.
He's a builder.
He put his initial on there. E. I like big hearty mushrooms. So if y'all coming over to eat, you're gonna have to pick them out if you don't like them. Sorry about it. Jesus was with me, but he had to go home. So now it's just me, myself, and I'm ready to get cooking, baby. But before I do, I just wanna apologize for being so MIA for the past like month or so. Honestly, like, it has been so freaking crazy busy. So much has been going on. I've been trying to keep up on my other channel, but everything's just been kind of like so spread out. I have a new tattoo on my arm since I've been on this channel. I'm a lot lighter now. And the background, you may notice, is a lot different. I kind of just like placed everything everywhere for now. We're not done yet. I'm still trying to get like more pieces for my decor and like switch out like the artwork and everything. So it's kind of like, it looks good for now, but you guys are actually getting the first reveal right now of what it kind of looks like at the moment. But yeah, I feel like so much has happened since I've last been here. Our best friend Laura just gave birth and we went to the baby shower, which was crazy. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'll link it here so you guys can go watch it right after this, because trust me, that was like a movie to say the least. But I was just craving a good old hearty chicken noodle soup, and obviously you guys know Eldon's vegan, so he can't even enjoy it with me anyway. So I'm definitely gonna pack some to go for my friends tomorrow, which honestly, soup always tastes so much better the next day and the day after, because like all the juices, the flavors, and everything just marinates overnight and it tastes so good. Okay, so I have my portable cooktop, which I will be using today. It's just so much easier to do it right here. I should probably give you guys a breakdown of what I'm putting into my soup. So first of all, chicken, duh. I have that right here. I've already chopped it and prepped it. You can do shredded chicken, but personally, shredded chicken kind of triggers me. So I did tiny little cubes. Also, I like mushrooms. So these are called, I forget. Shit. I don't remember. Of course, we need chicken stock. I also have my chicken stock like seasoning because I'm probably gonna add a little more water. I'm kind of just doing this all by eyeball. So I'm giving you guys the ingredients and then you guys can put everything that you want or don't want in yours and kind of just play it by ear, you know? So Eldon got me 2 types of pasta. He got these spiral noodles and then the bow ties. And I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. So I did a little poll on my IG story and I asked which you guys prefer, if you want bow ties or spirals, to really help my decision on this. And y'all came through and played a big part in this. So you helped me decide bow ties. So thank you so much. I'm so happy because honestly, I was stuck between the 2. I honestly couldn't decide, but I'm digging the bow ties. I have my olive oil, my pepper, and my pink salt. And then we also have some fresh thyme and fresh rosemary. So we'll be using those as well. We have a whole lot of garlic. It was funny because a lot of you guys were giving me shit on my IG live saying that's a lot of garlic. And I agree, it is, but I love me some garlic. So Eldon was like, he's like, are you making garlic noodle soup? Next, I have 1 whole onion, minced, cubed, just chopped very finely. And then of course my veggies. So I have 2 zucchinis. Oh my God, I didn't even count how many carrots. I don't know. But of course, like this is something that you can cook so like freely at your discretion. So as always, you guys can put whatever you want in yours. That's the beauty of cooking. You can put more of something or less of something. If you don't really care for those, you can take them out. You can put anything that you want. So first things first. Okay, so I have this big, like literally the most perfect pot for chicken noodle soup. Like I can't even picture making it in anything else. I've had this for like a decade now. Shout out to Macy's back in the day. This is from Martha Stewart collection, and I honestly have cooked such amazing meals in this pot. But anyway, we are gonna turn on our stove. I'm scared. There we go, girlies. I'm going to load up some olive oil. I'm just going to coat the bottom with a nice generous amount of oil. Oh my God, smoking so quickly, but just like that much. This heats up really fast. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back on. I feel like I have to stand. Okay, so the first thing is you wanna put your chicken in. So I'm just gonna drop those babies in. I dried it down with a paper towel because you don't want all the water and the juices in there or it's just gonna splash everywhere. And it browns so much better when the chicken is like more dried off. That's why I have a paper towel in it. Okay, so very important, do not cover the lid because if you do that, it's gonna create all of the steam in there and make like water droplets and it's just gonna react. And you want the airflow because that's what's really gonna brown the chicken and give it a nice golden glaze. So this is what she's looking like. We're getting some browning going on, and that's about it. Okay, there we go. Honestly, the scariest part is the beginning. Not me getting it all over my chair. What a disaster. So, let me turn the heat up just a little more. Oh, not me turning it up. Okay, now we've gotten things under control. I'm going to just brown these for like another minute. Do not cook the chicken all the way through. You just want like a brown caramelization because the rest of it is gonna cook into the soup. Okay, so I'm gonna take all the chicken out. Actually, let me pour it out. I didn't even season the chicken because I'm gonna just do that into the soup. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil, and this is going to deglaze the leftover like chicken browning in there. Now I'm gonna throw in all the veggies. So I'm gonna put my onions, my carrots, and zucchini. And this is really going to absorb all of that flavor that the chicken kind of left behind. I feel like it just tastes so much better when you brown everything first. Not a lot, just slightly. Give her a nice toss. I'm gonna throw my shrooms in. Why not? Just put them all in. And my garlic. All of it. All 9 cloves. 9 or 10. I forget how much I did, but it was a lot. What I should have did was put these in with the chicken. Whatever. You know, it's all going in the same boat. Usually I would like to tie this. However, I don't have no string, like cooking string, so I'll just pick it out. We definitely need like a lot of rosemary, so I'm gonna use 2 stalks, branches, twigs, I don't know, 2 things of rosemary in the pot. The thyme I only use like that much. Again, might be all over the place, I'm sorry, but you know, this is how we do it. So these are all the veggies in there. I think I'm actually going to add a little bit More oil, just to really saturate her, and then toss her up. It already smells so divine. Yum. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my seasoning. So, some salt, some black pepper. And I say some because this is definitely like something you want to taste as you go along. Me. So I'm starting off with like a good amount, and obviously like I've cooked my whole life, so I'm kind of like throwing in like what I think already will taste good, but leaving room for like more at the end, you know? I am going to add a little bit of chicken stock for now, just for flavor. I'm also going to add in sazon, which is a Cuban seasoning, I think. I've talked about this in videos before. It's a very like tangy, salty, kind of sour. It's so bomb. I'm just gonna put a little bit. And then we're gonna put some lemon pepper too. Probably like that much. Give her a nice toss. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it. This is where you want it covered because you want all the steam to really just like release all the aroma and flavors and seasoning. So I'm gonna let that kind of cook down for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll come back and check on it. Oh, it smells so freaking bomb. Yum. Okay, so that should be good. I don't want my veggies to be soggy or mushy inside my soup, so I'm gonna let them be just like that. I'm gonna add my chicken back in like this, all in the pot. I'm gonna stir that up. Oh my god, it literally looks so freaking good. Yum. And now for the juice. We got free range chicken stock. Obviously you can use the brand of your choice. This one is organic, which Eldon always prefers to get like organic stuff. Even though he's vegan, he got me these. So shout out to my king. Honestly, this is so freaking easy to make. It is a little bit more time consuming with like prepping all the veggies and everything, but once you throw it all in, you literally just like brown a few things, throw it all in and let it cook, and pretty much that's it. You can also just have like your soup base and throw everything in, but I don't know, I like my chicken browned. I just feel like there's so much flavor like that, and it's just not like all pale and like stringy. I mean, again, like I said, if you like shredded chicken, go off, but I like little cubes, so to each their own, you know? I feel like I need more water, so I'm going to fill up my bowl with hot water, and I'll be right back. I always get worried with like the portions and the ratio because I'm not following a recipe. I'm literally just like going off what's based in my head, like what I think will taste good. It's pretty easy, but obviously you just add like what you like. I know some people even make chicken noodle soup with literally just noodles, chicken, and carrots, and it's just that. Super, super easy, super simple, but I like mine a lot more hearty. So we have the goods in here, okay? And by the looks of it, we have a really good ratio to all the veggies and the chicken and the broth. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this and let it come to a boil, and then we'll be ready to throw our pasta in. Okay, update. I moved my pot over to my big stove because the little cooktop was just so freaking slow. So now she came to a nice rolling boil. Oh my god, it literally smells so freaking good. I'm going to now add in my pastas. So this is what the veggies look like. I haven't even like tasted them yet to see if they're ready. but I'm just gonna do that after. So I'm gonna let this cook for about 8 to 10 minutes and I'll come back and check on it because I wanna just make sure that I turn it off before they get like too soft. It's been about 12 minutes now, and once the water came to a boil, I turned it down on medium heat, and I think they're almost done. I just did a taste test and I actually had to add a lot more chicken seasoning, and I'm also going to add in like quarter of a lemon just to add a little bit of tang to it. We're gonna stir that up, let it cook down for a couple more minutes, and I think we are done. Also, trial and error. I remember doing this last time and I was like, why did I do that? I tried straining out all the little like thyme and rosemary chunks, and it was a little difficult. So there's still some in there, which doesn't bother me, but it added so much flavor, so it was worth it. But I definitely recommend getting like one of those little mesh bags, like the ones that you can cook tea or whatever in, put your spices in, throw it in, let it cook down, and then pull the whole bag out, because now I have all these like stragglers in there and it is kind of annoying, but you know what? It's worth it. It's so good. She is ready to go. It looks delicious and it smells so freaking good. I cannot wait to eat. I'm gonna do one last taste test. I did try it over at the stove, but I wanna just make sure. Oh my God. So bomb. Here's another rosemary piece. Let's take that out. And when you're serving this, obviously, make sure that there's even portions with like veggies and chicken and pasta and a generous amount of soup. I love soup. That's honestly my favorite part. Okay, so green onions are optional. Not a lot of people would put that in chicken noodle soup, I don't think, but I love me some green onions. I just cut this one from our garden outside. I usually like this in ramen and like, I don't know. Honestly, I like it in everything. But it's really nice for garnish too. So I'm just gonna put it right on the top. I think you could also use like chives. And there we have it. Yum. Dude, oh my God. Look how freaking bomb that looks. Delicious. It's so warm and hearty and healthy and piping hot right now. All right, y'all, I had to put my hair up for this because I need to enjoy it at its full capacity. My mouth is watering. If this isn't home, I don't know what is. I will be making this for my kids, my grandkids, like one day on my ranch with my pet horses and cows and goats. The life. I can't wait to be out in like the woods or the countryside one day. I hate complimenting myself. Like, I'm just being real. But when I cook, like when I throw it down, I'll be the first to admit it. This shit bomb. I don't think I want to give any away anymore. I'm literally gonna eat the whole pot. Oh my God, this is so freaking good. It's 3:15 in the morning and I'm finally eating. I haven't eaten like all day long. I'm starving. It has a perfect amount of carrots, zucchini, mushrooms, the onions, the chicken, the pasta. Like, honestly, I kind of did that. But I forgot to talk about how I cut my veggies. So the carrots, I just cut in rounds like this, just like that. The shrooms, I cut into fours. So cut down this way, cut down that way. So they're almost like 4 sections. And then the chicken, I cut into little cubes like this. Again, this is how I prefer it. You can also shred it if you prefer it that way. And then the zucchini I cut in rounds and then in half, so they're like half moons. For me personally, it makes a big difference on how the veggies are cut, how I like eating them. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, honestly, do it however you prefer. But I thought this was like the perfect way for all the veggies. And oh my God, like each bite is like heaven. So I know you guys are gonna ask, because literally every single time I post on my stories making sopa fideo, well, you can do it with like any kind of like, you know, those little pastas. We like the ones that look like flowers or the ones that look like seeds, but, or you could do the alphabet ones too, the ABC ones. I know y'all want that recipe, and honestly, like so many people make it like similar. I think it just comes down to like the steps or how much you put in it. I eyeball everything, and that's why I've been scared to make it, but I guess I kind of did that with this. I mean, I literally did. I know I'm slacking. Like, I'm telling you, every single time I make sopa, I feel bad because I see y'all, and every single time I post sopa, I literally get the most messages ever asking for my recipe, and a lot of people are asking me like, oh, why are you like holding back from us? And honestly, it was just kind of like me feeling like I was putting a shitty recipe out there, because it's literally all by like sight and taste. Obviously, that's what I did with this. So like, even though I showed you guys my measurements in the beginning, just make sure that you taste as you go, because I had to add so much more seasoning when it was over at the stove. I had to keep trying it and then mixing, trying it, mixing, and back and forth. So I added a bunch more chicken stock and also a lot more of the sazon. You can kind of like just use what you have in your spices. That's what I really like, but you can also add a little more lemon if you want. I only put like a quarter because I didn't want to make it like too sour or tangy. I thought it was like the perfect amount, but you can also add a little more if you want. So good. This is literally gonna turn into a mukbang if I don't stop eating. So I guess that's it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this homemade hearty chicken noodle soup. If you guys make it, actually, not if, please make it and let me know how yours turns out, because it is so freaking good. Is it okay if I say it's a 10 out of 10? Because I would eat this every single day. I have a serious obsession with soup. You can ask all my family members, you can ask all my friends ever since I was literally born. It doesn't matter what kind of soup it is. I mean, obviously there's some that are like top notch, but I will take any soup and I'm happy. That is the way to my heart. And let me know what you guys add in yours that makes it better, because I might just have to try it in the next one. We'll definitely be back with some more videos really soon. Some vegan dishes with Eldiana, whatever you guys want me to make solo. If it's not vegan, let me know, because I'm always down for anything. I feel like majority of my diet is vegan based, but I still do eat meat. So if there's something in particular that you guys want me to make, let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do that before you leave and turn on our notification bell. That way you are notified when our next video goes live. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.